We must, you see when the devil tempts us, we must say to the devil, bad mind. But look at what, as we reach there. The devil tempted Jesus, and Jesus, in not so many words, tell the devil saying, bad mind. Look at it. You see, we have a purpose. And when God created things, the creation wasn't so fully complete, you know. God, the angel had a purpose to follow through with the creation of God, you know. But because bad mind come through, them fall. They fell from the grace, they fell out of God's presence. And if we don't be careful, brethren, we are going to fall also. Lucifer became selfish and he take 1/3 and gone with them. When you look in Genesis 1, that many people now believe that is the beginning of things. Genesis 1. What took place right there was the recreation of the earth. Psalm 104:30. When you send your spirit, they are created and you renew the face of the earth. You do what? You renew the face of the earth. And what happened now? At the creation of the earth, God made man because bad mind crept into the heart of the angel and they lost their place in heaven. And what happened now? God created who? Man at the recreation of the what? The earth. But like Satan, man had the potential to sin because they were more flesh and blood, mankind. Now, Satan is fully aware of the plan that God had and still have for mankind. But before mankind can become God, listen to me now. Because if you don't mind, some of us just want to become God, so you know. Just want to just stay anyhow and just become God. No, we cannot trust, God cannot trust people with God life. If you just stay so and just anyhow. You cannot be trusted with God life. A fleety person, Hillary Clinton said, cannot be trusted with weapons of mass destruction. God life, you know. God life. Because some of us now we're rebellious, we're going to rebel against God up in heaven and cause confusion. No, it cannot work like that. If you read 2 Peter 1 and verse 4, it tells us we shall be partakers of his divine nature. That is what we're going to be. If you read 1 Peter 5 and verse 10, it talks about us, is eternal glory. But in these two verses, it says we have to first escape the corruption of this world. We have to first escape temptation. We cannot become God. We cannot become God unless we go through a process. It's like it's a refining process that brings us and we always sing the song say, mold us, Lord, and melt us and make us into thy will. And we don't know that the molding sometimes is rough. When the potter have the clay, and the potter send the clay through the mold, and it go through, and it go through the heat and everything, it's rough. But when that clay vase comes out, it's beautiful. Is one that? Or it's falsehood? Is that one not real? You have to go through a process. 2 Thessalonians 2:14. To which he called you by our gospel for the obtaining of the glory of our Lord Jesus Christ. That's what we were called for, to obtain the glory. Remember, now, don't forget it, you know. Look, picture what how the Bible describes angels. We were made lower than angels for a little while. So that simply means that we're going to be higher than them. Not only in power, in beauty. We're going into Colossians 1. To them God willed to make known what are the riches of his of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. Romans 8:17 said we are heirs to the throne. We are heirs, joint heir with Christ. No, this is no ordinary thing, you know, brethren. It's no ordinary thing. If we really take serious what these things mean, some little something don't fall us. If we take it serious, some little things that we follow up don't befall us. First John 3 and verse 2, beloved, ye are children of God, and it has not yet been revealed what we shall be, but we know that when he is revealed, we shall be like what? Him. Come on, Church of God. One time when I read over these texts, I just read over them, and it means nothing to me. But when God brought me into the truth, and it means something. It tells me the purpose that I am existing for. It reveals to me the purpose I am here for. Then if I am here for that wonderful purpose, why am I going to allow bad mind Satan to take it away from me? Satan is bad mind. Satan knowing the awesome destiny of man, and out of bad mind is aimed to tempt, deceive, and to bring more than 1/3 of us with him to hell. If you want to let Satan bring you with him to hell, when you're going, don't call my name. Because I am not coming with you. I don't matter who you be. I'm not coming with you. You're on your own. This time in Nook, I am clear that you are on your own. Brethren, so Satan now, him fail, God threw him out of heaven, and God now made man. No. Bad mind Satan now say, oh, he make man. God made man now to come and take over what me is supposed to inherit. So here now, no? Go and tempt Adam. Adam now, you know. The first Adam, you know. Adam. So Satan tempted him. And through him, sin entered the world. And in Genesis 3, verse 1, listen. If we think that our mind is sharper than the devil, think again. It's not me say it, it's the Bible. The Bible says in Genesis 3 and verse 1, now the serpent was more crafty than any other wild animal the Lord had made. Him have sense. Him know how to trick you. Hear how the devil now trick the woman. Did God really say in a nice question, him question you first, and can we not question people now, you know? Yes. Very good, you know. Yes. You question people, you bring doubt in the mind. And I say, I wonder if this man thought to write something. And when you start to doubt, problem comes. So him say, did God really say? No. Did God really say you must not eat from the tree in the garden? Huh? The woman said, we may eat fruit from the tree in the garden. I can't do it good, but God did say you must eat. You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden. And you must not touch it, or you will die. Hear the devil now. You will not certainly die. Hear what him said? He didn't say that you will not die, no. You will not certainly die. Certainly die. The serpent said to the woman, for God knows, him use God's name, for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be open and you will be like who? You will be like God. You will be like God, knowing good and evil. So the devil knows, you know, what our purpose is, you know. He knows that God created us to be like him. He knew from the beginning. And if this man wanted God to be God, if him can bad mind God and want to exalt himself above God, much less me. We use our Jamaican term to say, God, dog, nyam your supper. Nyam eat. All right? Take it slow. You ever hear the Sunday school song yet? Satan is a slimy old fox. If I could catch him and put him in a box, lock that box and throw away the key for all those tricks he played on me. You know, I never knew that this was going to come through one day. I never know that Satan is going to be put away and locked up. And when I was in basic school and Sunday school and I sing this song, I just never know that this will become a reality. That slimy old fox. Bad mind. So, brethren, the first Adam failed. Satan is really persistent, you know. The first Adam failed. No, the second Adam came. The second Adam came. What happened? In the midst of hunger, hit him at the weakest point. Brethren, the devil, you have to watch you see a weak, brethren, you see a weak point? Brethren, our weak point is our downfall. And all of us have a different weak point. No matter how you're strong, no matter how you are, things are gone. You have a weak point. And the devil is going to eat you at your weak point. The devil is not going to come, I tell you already, not most of us inside here, the devil is not going to come and try to divert our belief from the truth. He's going to tempt us and eat us somewhere else that will cause us to go away. We are at the Feast of Tabernacles. We are at the feast. So as Romans 5 says, 12, whereas by one man sin entered the world by the death, and by death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for all have sinned. And when you go down to verse 17, it says, for it by one man's offense death reigned by one, much more by which receive abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness shall reign in life by one, Jesus Christ. Therefore, as by the offense of one judgment came upon men to condemnation, even so by the righteousness of one. By the who? The righteousness of who? One. The righteousness of one. All men will be justified. So the devil now come now. And him tempt who? Christ. Hear him now. You see? Sometimes when the devil come in, brethren, take it from me. When you think some things in your mind, is a devil talking to you. When some thoughts come into your mind, it's not you. It's a devil talking to you. Hear him now. And Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted. To be tempted. To be tempted. Sometimes we can't go somewhere, brethren. Sometimes we can go somewhere to be tempted. Sometimes we can allow ourselves to go into some situations to be tempted. But that doesn't mean that we have to yield to the temptation. We can go into a situation to be tempted. But our duty is not to do what? Yield to the temptation. Because temptation must come. Hear him said no. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, that is not easy. He was hungry. The tempter came to him and said, if you are the Son of God, if you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread. And Jesus said, calmly, it is written, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone. Bible. And plenty times we are tempted and we lick scriptures. And some scripture come to our mind. And we say, no. We think again. But the temptation don't leave same time, The temptation linger. Temptation always linger, because when it come first, boy, I say, your boy might overcome. And I say, boy, I may get away with this one. But when the temptation just linger for a while, just like the devil now, he lingered around Christ for a while. Hear him now, hear him now. Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. In Matthew 4. If you are the Son of God, he said, if you are the Son of God, throw yourself to the ground. For it is written. It is not. Jesus knows it is written, you know. You think the devil don't know in Bible? You think the devil don't know the word of God? You think him don't know? The devil says, for it is written. You know where the devil is quoting from? Brethren, the devil is quoting from Psalm 91. From Psalm 91, the devil quoted when he said, he will command his angel concerning you, that they will lift you up in their hand, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. Devil. But that's why we must serve God. We must serve God. We must praise Jesus. Because you know what him said to him? You know what Jesus Christ said? What Jesus said? Satan, do not put the Lord to the test. Because he knew that Jesus could have done it. Why you testing me? Jesus could turn the stone into bread. He could do it. So why you telling me to do it? The ultimate thing is that what Satan wanted was for just Jesus to do it. Because had Jesus done it, he would have disobeyed. He would have yielded to the temptation. And all of us would have gone. That is what Satan wanted, for Jesus to yield to the temptation. But, importantly now, him linger again. And him come. Hear what he said. And the devil, took him to the very high mountain. And he showed him what? All the kingdoms in their splendor. You think the world, the kingdom of the world and their splendor is more beautiful now than beautiful then than now in splendor? You think so? He showed him everything and said, if you will bow down, this is no presumptuous now, you know. This is no presumption. This man is tempting the Son of God, you know. This man is telling now the Son, and if this man can present himself before the Son of God. What? Me? Who is me? And he said, bow down and worship who? Me. And Jesus said, again, away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. This is what I am telling us this afternoon. Worship the Lord your God and serve him only. Then the devil left him, and guess what? The angel came and attend to him, strengthen him, build him up again. Brethren, run from temptation. When you see temptation, what you must do? All right. But Jesus knew. The devil is offering Jesus the kingdoms of this world. When this man knew that this kingdom of this world is nothing compared to his own kingdom. No, you can't. How Jamaica must bribe the Queen, Her Majesty. Oh, you must bribe. Oh, you must bribe the Queen. Oh, you must do that. When the Queen have a more luxurious life, I'm going to bribe her to say, boy, Queen, if you do this, I'm going to come on the North Coast and have a free ride. Oh, you must do that to the Queen. Do it to somebody else, man. Do it to somebody who don't used to anything. Don't do it to the son of, don't do it. Then, brethren, Suppose it's this life we have to live alone. Suppose it's this life we have to live. It would be more miserable than anything else. Get up, go into work, in problems, people bad mind you, people work home, job, get the same mega salary, and people bad mind you. We must strive to overcome. 2 Peter 3. You therefore, beloved, knowing this beforehand, be on your guard, so that you are not carried away by the errors of unprincipled men, and fall from your steadfastness. Be careful. As I said before, when I came in the church, persons were here. A number of those persons are not here. And it is not that these persons are elsewhere in the truth. They are nowhere in the fold. They went away. Brethren, Romans 8 and verse 37. But in all these things we are facing, we are overwhelming conquerors. We can conquer the devil more than we can conquer him. For since in Hebrews 2 and verse 18, for since he himself was tempted in that he has suffered, he is able to come to the aid of those who are tempted. Brethren, Jesus is with us. That is, he sent his comforter to be with us. Matthew 6. When Jesus Christ said to the disciples, when you pray, what you must pray? When you pray, and do not lead us into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Brethren, we might be here today right and nice and looking beautiful, and we can be led into temptation. As you quint, we can be led into temptation. The purpose for us, brethren, to go through temptation is to build self-control. Is to build self-control and godly character in preparing us in preparation for God life. And if we cannot manage this, we cannot manage God life, we are going to be lost. We are going to be lost. In the interest of time, I'm going to write down these scriptures. All of them talking about us abstaining from the devil's temptation. James 2:1 verse 2 speak about our endurance. James 4 and verse 7 resist the devil. 1 Thessalonians 5 abstain from every form of evil, every form. Matthew 26:41, Mark 14 and verse 38. Keep watching. Mark 14:38. Keep watching. Romans 6 verse 12. Therefore, do not let sin